Welcome to Street Talk. I'm Loretta Rose. Today we're on location at Central High School in Phoenix City. We are at the Career Center and about to take you into the Cosmetology room. They have a wonderful program called the Assimilated Workplace. The instructor, Sophia Taylor, she's going to give us an insight and a tour of this wonderful program. Also, you're going to see some students in action. When I tell you they have a real workplace force taking place here at this Career Center, I've never seen anything like it. I'm excited to bring it to you, to the community. Central High School Career Center. I'm Loretta Rose at Street Talk. You're watching it here on CTV Beam. I'm Loretta Rose, and I am talking to the instructor here at the Career Center with Cosmetology, Miss Sophia Taylor. She is the instructor here, also the supervisor for this simulated workplace program that is taking place here at Central High School. When you hear about this program, you're going to see how prepared the students are when they leave here from this program. Thank you so much, Miss Taylor.
Thank you for coming.
You are all in your purpose, I got to say, before we go any further.
Bless you, bless you.
For those that have been following Street Talk, she is called the hair doctor for a reason. I got to put that in there because she loves hair and she takes care of hair and she pours that into her students. I just had to come up and share this with the community because your students have been so successful. We've been seeing what's happening on social media. I just wanted to come in and get an insight so that the community could see the ins and out of what these students go through and what it all entails. But you have a complete workforce going on here at Central High School. Let people know about this program called Simulated Workplace.
Well, thank you for coming. Our Career Tech program here at Central High School is designed to prepare students to take the Alabama Cosmetology Licensing Exam. If they are a part of the cosmetology program, their 10th grade year, 11th grade year, and their senior year in high school, they accumulate enough hours to be eligible to take the exam. We have been fortunate enough over the last 4 or 5 years where we have at least had, I think last year I had 5 to take the exam, and I encourage them to do that even if this is not their career choice. It is an opportunity for them to have another stream of income. And so I have students who are actually in college who use their cosmetology license to make money while they're in college.
Wow, and you know, you have been in the hair industry for
34 years. 34 years.
Not only you're an instructor, but you also have your own hair salon.
I have my own salon. I'm in ministry. I help with the funeral home.
She's yes. Oh my
Not as
God.
much,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah.
you mean to tell me you do hair?
Oh no. I'm behind the scenes. I'm usually the one that does the marketing for the funeral home, all the ads and all that kind of stuff. But no, I do not
Well,
perform deserologist services at the funeral home.
well, I love talking to Miss Taylor because you not only love what you do regarding the hair, but you care about the person as a whole. And I have seen that you have poured that into your students.
I've tried.
And they have adopted that process.
Yes. It's challenging at times because these are high school students, and it's hard to try to gain influence with them because everything that you try to teach them is not always received in the manner in which is given. And so a lot of times because of home environments and just dealing with peer pressure, they don't always know how to receive certain things that may be beneficial to them. And so it's a process. It takes time to get to know them individually, because I do understand that this is not a job for me. This is not a job for me. This is my purpose. This is what God intended for me to do. And so when I look at them and I see the responses from them that may not be what I want, I understand that I'm here for a purpose. It goes beyond what I teach in the classroom, and I just have to keep praying every day when I come here and let God work it out. And He's shown me this year how He's turned some hearts around, and I'm just grateful for that.
You know, I felt that. She stepped back a little bit when she said that because you know your purpose and you're teaching the students that. And I've heard so many students talk about how much they love you.
Bless you.
And
Well, that's the thing.
sometimes,
They're either going to love me or hate me. I'm never in between.
well, you know, and sometimes I don't think educators get to hear the result of the seeds that they've sown in the lives of these students and these children in school today. Sometimes they don't ever get it. And I just wanted to be able to
Well,
let
it's
people
funny that you
know.
would say that. The Lord helped me to understand that years ago. In the Bible, it says that Paul planted and Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. I am a seed planter. And sometimes in order to plant the seeds, you got to till the ground. You got to do all the work just to get the seed in the ground. But I may never see the fruit. And so you have to be content with your assignment. And I understand I may never see the fruit of any of their lives, but I understand that my job is to get the ground ready for the seed. And so, you just have to know what your purpose is. And I'm just glad that I know.
Wow. So you're going to hear some of the success stories that have come out of Central High School. Career program regarding cosmetology. We're going to have a tour of this wonderful program. We're going to talk to some of the students, some of your wonderful
And while
students.
you're here, I'm going to see if I can think of, I have so many students. I've been here since 2002. And so, so I have several students that are actually licensed. Some are here, some are away. And so I'm going to sit down and try to think of a list so I can give a shout out.
You have some. I know she has some.
And so, and it's amazing. It is a blessing to be able to have influence in their lives, to be able to build relationships with them that extend outside of the school.
Yes.
I have students now who have kids that are coming to Central High School.
Wow.
I've actually performed the wedding for one of my former students, Whitney Hill. And because of the nature of the business that we're in, sometimes I even have to go and mourn the loss, and that's why I wanted to talk about Keisha Upshaw. But it's because of the relationship that has been built, and so I just thank God. I have so many babies now. I got grandbabies.
Wow. And we're going to let her tell us more about that beautiful young lady, Keisha Upshaw.
Yes.
And Miss Sophia Taylor, before we go and talk to some of your students, I notice your students clock in on this board,
This iPad.
this iPad.
Yes, this is a simulated workplace.
Uh-huh.
And so just like they would go to a job and would have to clock in, they have a responsibility every day when they come to this class to clock in for work. They have to clock in, they have to clock out every day. This helps me to keep track of their hours, which are then turned into the Alabama Cosmetology Licensing Board, so that they can show that they have actually had 1,500 hours of on-the-job training.
Wow.
Yes.
And as you can see, we are here at Central High School, so they're changing classes. We don't want to mess with nobody's money here, so we're going to let them clock in and clock out and do what they have to do. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back at Street Talk with Loretta Rose at Central High School. You watching Street Talk? We're here at the Career Center at Central High School. The students are taking their break, so I'm going to take a break too. Keep it locked where you have it, and we'll be back right after this. I'm talking to Leslie. She's the manager here with the Assimilated Workplace program here at Central High School. Leslie, can the public come and pay for this type of service?
Yes, they could come in through third and fourth period to get any service they want here.
Girl, I'm feeling this going all down my body. Oh, this feel good. This feel good.
It does.
Wow, so you are senior.
Yes.
Okay, so how has this program helped you preparing for your next stage?
It's helped me a lot to come out. I'm more creative. We actually build our salon for skills, and I've learned a lot from this class that I didn't know before. I thought this class was going to be easy, simple things, but it wasn't easy, and it's helped me a lot.
Wow, so is hair industry, you think that's something, or the beauty world, that's something you're going to go into?
Yes, I would like to have it as a side job just to fall back on. But still, it's a lot of money you can get on the side. So,
And you have absolutely beautiful hair.
thank you.
So, again, the public can come up and tell us again the times that they can book this type of service.
They can come from 10:45 all throughout fourth period, which is 12:50.
Awesome. So, I'm excited. Congratulations. You are about to graduate.
Yes, it's so ready.
Awesome, awesome. So this is some of the services that you can have here at Central High School, and we're going to take you in and let you see some more regarding hair, skin, makeup, all of that's here in Phoenix City at Central High School. Now I'm talking to Jade. She's a junior here at Central High School. We're over here at the shampoo bowl area. That's what you call it? Yeah, that's what I remember. Wow, so when clients come in, you all shampoo them over here, and then you have your own station. So we'll let viewers get a chance to see what happens. But when you come in, you're set up like a salon here. And the name of the salon is Elements.
Hair Elements. It's
Hair Elements.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's the name of the salon here at Central High School, Hair Elements. So when you come here to Hair Elements, you're going to get all of these different services. So, shampoo.
Yeah, we have everything, pretty much. But yeah, when our customers come in, we greet them, and then we'll get our shampoo girl, which is mainly Tanaya Kendrick, and she'll come here, she'll shampoo the clients, and then we'll take them back to our station, blow dry their hair, and then we'll do our service that they want to do. So that's pretty much that we do over here. Miss Taylor, she wants it to be like a real salon. So this is a, practice lab where we can get it so that when we go on to the real world, we'll know what to do.
I love that what you said. She said this is a practice lab. Wow. And honey, you all have more than a practice lab. You all doing the job. You clock in, you clock out, You provide live services just like in your own salon. So when you're here, do you feel like you're operating in your own salon?
Yes, we really do. Miss Taylor, she's our manager.
Yes.
And then the students are our employees. So, she just wants us to be used to a salon. So, with clocking in, that's what they do at a real job. You have to clock in, so it's just, a good practice.
Exactly.
Good practice, yes.
And you're so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Beautiful hair. I saw you out there on the wall.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right. So you're going to be in cosmetology in your senior year as well?
Definitely.
So this is going to be a career for you?
Yes, it's like a plan B, to fall back on,
Absolutely. We always need that hair right, girl.
Yeah. And your makeup and your nails, gotta have all of it,
Well, I tell you what, before we go to the next stage, what would you like to say to Miss Taylor as an instructor?
Okay, Miss Taylor, of course I love you, but you are a good teacher, a good role model. You give good advice, you're a good listener, and you're just a wonderful person in general.
Exactly, I agree. Thank you, Miss Taylor, for what you're doing here with these wonderful students. They are our future, and they are going to change the world. You're watching Street Talk. We're at Central High School. And now I'm talking to the director, Mr. Sasser, here at Central High School. He's the director of the cosmetology program, the simulated workplace program here. Mr. Sasser, I love this wonderful salon here. I know you're proud of your students
Absolutely.
in this
Yes, ma'am.
program.
Absolutely. We have in our Career Tech program, we have 13 different programs spanning from this cosmetology shop to culinary arts, welding, Navy, JROTC, business, computer science. I mean, and really our Career Tech program begins in the 8th grade at South Girard, and then they have an opportunity to stick with the program through graduation. Miss Taylor and her cosmetology students here, this is one of the closest models we have to what we call a simulated workplace, meaning all of our programs have an advisory council that consists of people who work in that industry presently. We meet with them a minimum of twice a year to make sure that we are training our students in the methods that are being used in the workplace. The equipment is not outdated, and we are training them to use the equipment that is being used today in the workplace environment. Our goal, and Ms. Taylor really does a great job with this. Our goal is to this shop, for an example, to make it as if these students are coming to work. They clock in when they get here, they clock out when they leave and go to their next class period. But and then Miss Taylor goes above and beyond, where she is always incorporating, I should say, a character education with them. She talks to them about that on a daily basis, individually, as a group. And you can see, that we've added some equipment. We were fortunate enough to have a grant from the State Department of Education last year to implement simulated workplaces in all of our programs, and that gave us the opportunity to update some of the equipment. These students are being trained in styles and in techniques and on equipment that I don't know if they would have the opportunity to experiment with in other programs around. Miss Taylor really goes above and beyond. She takes it home with her. She lives it. She breathes
I believe
it.
that. It shows.
And she has a special bond with her students. They come back after graduation to check in with her, to give her updates on where they are now in life and what they're doing. But these students here in cosmetology are very fortunate
Well, you
to
know,
have
what
Miss
I
Taylor.
love about this program, and as I have been observing your students, you are allowing them to kind of step really into their future, to see, like, if this is the path that I want to trail on.
Right, and coincidentally, I was talking with another parent this morning about that, and the benefit of the Career Tech programs, all of them, is that it gives you an opportunity. If you're 15, 16 years old and you think you might want to go into cosmetology, you think you might want to go into healthcare, this is your opportunity to give it a shot at very minimum cost to you. And sometimes the most valuable lesson that you can learn is, hey, this is not for me. This isn't what I thought it was. And in the meantime, what's happened? Well, it hasn't cost you very much at all. There are some fees associated with these for the mannequins and things like that, but you're not paying a $700 to $900 price tag for a college level class.
Or thousands.
There you go. to learn this lesson.
Exactly.
And you learn that, hey, this isn't what I thought it was. It's not for me, but you still earned that high school credit that applied towards your graduation.
I love that.
So, it's a win-win.
Exactly. I wish I had that when I was in high school. I really do. And Central has always, Phoenix City School System, Central High School, from my understanding, has always had a career program like this.
I believe this building opened in 1974. Don't quote me on that, but I know it was early 70s. This was actually the only building on this location at the time. And since then, the main building, the high school, has been added. The freshman academy was added. We've now added an expansion facility beyond that, softball field, track. I remember talking to some people that came up through Central High School years and years ago, and at one point, students were being bused to this location. But now, that's another thing that makes us kind of unique in Alabama, in the fact that our academic building is connected to this one just by an awning, by a sidewalk. So these students have their English, math, science, history classes, and then they just walk straight, across the sidewalk to their career tech facility, and it's right here. They don't have to be bused. They don't lose that time in transportation. They just walk right on over, and they're able to jump right in and start learning.
This is wonderful. Well, Mr. Sasser, I appreciate you sharing, and thank you for sharing this with the community. Also, just wanted to let the community know, if you just chimed in on the show, the school here provides service in this community. So
That's right.
the community can book services here.
That's right. You can come here and you can have a haircut. You can have your nails done, and it would be done by our Central High School students. It's not Miss Taylor, handling it all. In fact, when you come in here, you see Miss Taylor facilitating. She has her students very well trained, and you will see her floating around to all the stations and maybe providing some guidance, but very rarely do you see her actually scissors in hand. She's trained these students how to do it themselves. It is a true simulated workplace. They have a valuable resource in her. But it's the students doing the work.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all, and you all have helped our students, our future, to be successful. Thank you so much. You're so wonderful. You're watching Street Talk. We're here at Central High School. Please come in, get service, hear from these wonderful students. You're watching it on CTV Beam. And now I'm over here at Jasmine's booth. I heard this beautiful young lady loves doing makeup. But I see she's working on her mannequin, and she's braiding. Jasmine, okay, what type of braid do you call that? Because I'm thinking it's a French braid.
Up here, this is a Dutch braid, and a Dutch braid is, instead of going in with the French braid, you go out. So it's a...
Oh, okay. So I never knew the difference, but of course I'm not in hair, so I wouldn't know. So I see you have quite a few braids going on over here. So you like doing braids?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And makeup.
Yes, one of my favorites.
One of your favorites. Okay, so we're going to let her finish that. And then I want you to tell me about makeup. I see this is beautiful too. So this is something you're working on?
Yes, I am.
That's nice. So you're a junior.
Yes, I am.
And when you finish high school, what are you going to do, you think?
I'm going to expand on my beauty techniques and probably build a business on top of that.
Okay. So you're really, really into makeup.
Yes, I'm very passionate about it.
Very passionate about it. Okay, I'm going to let you finish that because you're working, and then I'm going to let you turn around so they can see how beautiful you are. I love the fact that she says she's very passionate about it.
Yeah.
Man, You're not doing it just to be doing it, to make money, but you're passionate. See, that's a key point. It lets you know her heart is in what she's doing.
Yes.
You are so gorgeous.
Thank you.
So I heard that you are just phenomenal with the makeup.
Yes, I am.
So can people book service here and have makeup done?
Yes,
as
they
well?
can.
Can have makeup done here. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's good to know. Now we like to look cute,
Yes.
and you also like good skincare.
Yes, I do. In order to have a flawless makeup, you have to have good skin.
That's beautiful. So Jasmine, how has it been being in this program here at Central High School?
It's been great. I used to be a shy person, but now with Miss Taylor's help, I've been growing up and being able to talk more and be more social.
Oh, I love that. You know, that says a lot about the instructor. You know, I've always were told that a teacher, a good teacher, will bring out the best in you. And it sounds like, Miss Taylor, that's what you've been doing with your students. I am proud of you, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Oh, she is so precious. You may have to hook me up one day.
I will. Whenever you need it, I'll be here.
I think I'm going to do that. I am. You are so precious, and you
Thank
just
you.
have really just captivated my heart. We're having a great time here at Central High School. Oh my God, y'all made me want to come to school. It's Street Talk here on CTV Beam. I'm talking to all the shining stars here in this program, and I tell you, I feel like I'm getting a renewed life here in this cosmetology program here at Central High School. I'm over here talking to Peyton, and I heard you did some highlights with one of your neighbors over here.
Yes. Classmates, if they do want services done, we can do that with the help of Miss Taylor and a parent's permission.
Absolutely. And I think I've heard teachers come in here sometime
They
and have
do.
service also.
They do. Actually, we had a teacher 2 weeks ago get a haircut.
Awesome, awesome. So tell me what you got going on. Because see, look, I'm not a hair person. In the works.
This mannequin is a synthetic mannequin, so normally you can't put any heat on it. You can't do a lot, so it's normally for just braids and haircuts. But I tried to tease it. It didn't work out too well, but it's okay.
okay. That's
Because we're just working on braids, really. So I can work on a braid up here and back here as well. So
Okay. And you know, braids are very popular now. You know, that's the hot thing now. Synthetic. I didn't realize because I'm not a hair person. I don't know. So I guess you can get a mannequin that has synthetic hair. Are there different types of hair?
there is. I'm not really sure what different types of mannequins they have, but they have different like levels of professional, different kinds of mannequins, and they all vary in prices and stuff like that. But this is like you can get longer hair so you can cut it all off and it's cheaper.
Okay. So how has this program has been with preparing you for the future, for college?
Well, hopefully with this program I don't have to go to college because at the end of my senior year, hopefully I'll be ready to take my boards. Which
What you say?
that's what Miss Taylor says. But so hopefully I'll get to do that and then I'll just get to work out at a salon.
I had a moment. I'm sorry. I love that.
Yeah,
That
I
is
do too.
awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I do. I love this program, and it's helped me so much because Miss Taylor, if it wasn't for her, then I'd have to go spend thousands of dollars in hair school. So
You know, now you're going to make me cry. You know, that says a lot about her as an educator.
she's an amazing educator. She's very successful, so she's a good mentor to us. And then on top of that, she has such insightful words. Like everything she says is just insightful.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Come, turn around. Look at this. Oh, she is precious.
Thank
I
you.
love your hair.
Thank you.
Oh, my.
Thank you.
Well, you have one more year here at Central.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I know your future is destined for greatness. You've been prepared well.
Yes, I have. Thanks to Miss Taylor.
All right, this is what's happening here at Central High School. They are being prepared for success. It's here in Phoenix City. as Peyton was saying, that sometimes students provide service to another student with requirements, and this is some of Peyton's work. So you let her do highlights on you.
Yes, ma'am. I trust her. I trust everybody in this room with my hair.
I love that. That says a lot about your colleagues, the ones that you're working with, your peers.
We are a family.
We can learn a lot from here because there's a lot of businesses and adults that have businesses and practices, but they don't get that concept of being a family, being a unit, being unified.
We all work together to make this salon happen. So,
And I love that. It's a salon. I love that. That is so wonderful. So this program, it seems like it's preparing you. You already got it, girl. You already got the concept.
Miss Taylor and my colleagues here have pushed me to do above and beyond what I thought I could do. So,
I'm so proud. I know the future is great with you. Wow, I'm excited. I'm so proud of you. Oh my. They have just really just, it's touching my heart. They are so skilled. It is not just hair, but they are being skilled in so many aspects of life. And what I've learned is that you all are being taught a lot about life skills in this
yes.
program.
I can't even. Miss Taylor, she basically puts us like we are in a job, a workplace. So
You about to, I see it. I can see it.
drove me so much.
Oh, wow. See, that's the impact of what's happening here. You know what? This is more than school. And this is preparing you for life. And I am super proud to be a part of what's happening here. It's Street Talk at Central High School. Wow. Awesome. I just met Nevica, and she's over here working on her mannequin. And are you doing a bun? That's what I'm looking at, like a bun?
Something similar to a bun, but not a bun exactly.
Okay. So it's going to be like an updo?
Somewhat.
Okay. All right. Did you do the color?
I did.
Okay. We're in a generation of colors now. There are so many different color hairstyles, so many different hair colors that I don't know where to start. I've seen colors I've never heard of, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So you really love doing hair?
I do, but I love makeup even more.
Ooh, I can see it. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. She got them on point. Cute. So you like doing makeup too?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I love it. This is all of this. You can get it here at Central High School. Now I'm talking to Zykia.
Yes, ma'am.
And she has the braids things going on over here. Now, for those that may not understand what this is, please tell us. I know what it is.
Okay. In the back, it's a twisting set. And at the top, it's going to have Bantu knots. So when I take it out, it'll all be a spiral curls and it'll flow to the front.
And it's so pretty. It is so pretty. And people that have never seen it before, I've seen it happen because my daughter has done her hair like this, being natural.
I do my hair a lot.
You do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you are senior.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Fortunately.
You hate to leave?
Yeah.
Now that's saying a lot.
Well, I mean, I'm going to miss all of them, so my last year.
Lovely. So what are your plans? Are you going to pursue cosmetology, or this is something you're going to do on the side?
I'm going to pursue. I plan on having my salon in the next 3 years.
Wow. Well, honey, you are well prepared for success.
Thank you.
Here at this salon, you're going to step in it. It's going to be like a breeze.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Just
So-
step out there and just go ahead and get it done.
So how has the program been for you, preparing you for the future?
I learned a lot from my first year in here. I was very talkative, and now I just I'm more focused than I was at the beginning. I have more professional skills, soft skills, more communication skills. Everything just falls into place, basically.
Yes. And you had to have all of that experience for where you're going.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
A lot of it.
Oh, you're going to do well. You're going to do well. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I know this is going to be pretty.
Yes, ma'am. I did one like this before. It's
Yeah.
outside on the wall.
Okay. I love that. When you come here at Central, there's so much diversity. So, any style that you can think of, the students have been prepared to be able to accomplish that. So, when you come here, you can get it done. Oh, I am
Taylor not
just.
gonna let me not do it. She gonna make sure I do it.
She gonna make sure you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, see, that's what a good team is all about, pushing you.
Yes, ma'am. We do a lot of teamwork as far as with each other, even though we're like in different class years. We're mainly just try to get to know each other better, do things together to get to know each other and work together.
That's good. That's good. And you have to. In order to make it in this world, you got to know how to work together.
And even if it's people that you don't like, but
Okay.
I didn't need your time. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Central High School. I'm still here at Hair Elements Hair Salon here in Central High School, where the cosmetology students runs this operation. When I say they run this operation, I am not exaggerating. They are doing everything themselves. Tyasia?
Yes, ma'am.
She is so gorgeous.
Thank you.
I thank you for taking some time because you all are all around running this organization. You are a junior?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, okay. So how long you been in the program?
I've been in this program for 2 years. It'll be my 3rd year next year.
And has it been a great experience for you?
Yes, it has been a really awesome experience. We learn about hair, but we also learn about how to work in a actual workplace. It gets us ready for the real world. It does.
And we can see that. And I am just amazed because you all do better than some adults. I'm just going to I'm going to have real talk, okay? You all. And so I have no doubt that success is just destined. It is a part of your journey because you all have really, really been prepared and you're already operating in it.
Right. It gives us it's a really, really good program. I recommend it for a lot of people, not just for hair, like I said, just to get you ready for the real world. And it shows you how to, communicate with your customers, and it's a really good program. It helps a lot.
And your hair do they still say on fleek?
Yes,
They laughing at me. I know a few things or two. I love this. I need some of this in my life. I like this, girl. This is cute. I mean, I love this. How has it been with having the leadership of an instructor that not only teaches you about the care of hair, but also about life?
Miss Taylor has been a really big change in my life. She has made my life a lot better, and she just a big influence. She helps a lot, and I really thank her for that. I really do.
Because see, some things, what you all got, a book don't always teach you that.
Right, and I'm glad that we have a teacher that's hands-on, and she shows us we can actually see what's going on. We don't have to just learn from her book. She gets up, she interacts with us. It's really great. I love it.
I love it. I tell you, I wish I had something like this preparing me in the business world when I was in school, because you guys are going to do just phenomenal.
I think so, too. I think we're going to do a great job when we get out there.
And so when you finish high school,
Yes,
when you go off to college, you're planning on to stay in the hair industry?
Ma'am, I am. I want to build my clientele first and then go on to get my salon when I get my license next year and open up my salon.
Wonderful. Well, I have no doubt it's going to be excellent. Thank you. So proud of you. So proud of you. Hair Elements here at Central High School. I'm talking to Zadea here at Hair Elements at Central High School. When you heard me talking to someone about the hair being on fleek, this is why I'm over here. Show us what
You gotta be with it.
And she did her hair herself.
Yeah, it was like it took a long time though. Putting hair in, it's a long time. It's a process. You gotta braid it, then you gotta sew it in. Ooh, it's just too much, and it's time. You gotta have time with it.
Have time.
Yes.
Absolutely. So when you finish high school, because you're a senior, about to
ma'am.
graduate, what are your plans?
I'm going to get my cosmetology license, and I'm also going to be a pediatrician. And I am going to open my own salon with a pediatrician on the other side of it. So I'm going to take care of your kids while you're getting your hair done too, you know?
Now, see, this girl got visions.
Yes.
She got goals. She got plans. I love that. I love that. You're not just boxed in.
Oh, no.
With the gift.
Yeah, I'm open with it.
You're
and I want to
open.
help other people because I am willing to help others. And I'm very careful.
I love that. I love that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Our future's looking bright. I mean, bright. Oh, wow. Well, you look absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much
Thank
for sharing
you.
with us.
Thank you.
Now, what would you like to say to Miss Taylor? 'Cause
Miss Taylor,
you're
I
coming out.
love you, and you done taught me so much, like so much, and very helpful to me. She's very inspiring in my life. I'm going to be like her one day.
Absolutely. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose here at Central High School.
Which is what do we call
think
that?
people want to have that.
Elasticity. Why is elasticity so important? Because
A breakage.
Elasticity is when it's wet and then it returns back to its normal.
elasticity is important because when the elasticity is poor,
The hair tends to break.
the client suffers what? Breakage.
Breakage.
Okay? What happens when I am not careful with how I manipulate the hair? Manipulate meaning?
Care for the hair.
No. How do we, in what ways do we manipulate
Oh, we
the hair?
can comb it, braid it.
Combing, braiding, brushing, curling. Why? Straightening. Okay. When I am straightening my hair, how is that affecting the integrity of the hair? Heat is causing damage to
The cuticle.
the cuticle layer. When the cuticle layer is damaged, then what happens?
The cortex is exposed.
The cortex becomes exposed, which then allows the hair to suffer from poor what?
Elasticity.
Right. So now, when I manipulate the hair from braiding, how does that affect the integrity of the
Because
hair?
you're putting stress on it.
I'm
and
putting tension on the hair.
hair.
Too much tension causes
breakage.
Especially when you're braiding and you're pulling.
You can pull the hair
I hear it. Traction alopecia, which is
from braiding.
what,
From
what-
tight
what-
braiding.
what? Traction alopecia is hair loss that comes from
Tension on the hair.
tension from braids, ponytails. Is that permanent hair loss?
Yes.
The hair does not grow back. Let me see. Why won't the hair grow back?
Because the hair bulb is pulled out. And
Because
the hair bulb. The dermal papilla
the papilla has been
damaged.
no. It has been pulled out prematurely
Wow.
before a new strand of hair can come in, and therefore the papilla dies. And what happens when the papilla dies? That's it.
That's it. There's no more
You
hair.
don't grow any more hair. Why?
Because it's dead. So
Nope.
No blood
Why?
flow.
What is the papilla?
It's the reproductive.
The reproductive
System
organ
of
of the
the
scalp. So when there's no papilla, that means you grow no hair.
We've been having a group chat, and I have been educated, and I want you to be educated as well. But before we do that, are you strands or tangles?
We're strands.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I tell you.
We don't tangle, boo.
Oh, wow. See, that's how they do it. That's how they do it here at Central High School. And that's why they are so successful. Oh, wow. Tell us about this. Tell us about strands and tangles.
Okay, so it's the group that Miss Taylor came up with,
of her a workshop that she went to, and she came up with an idea of us spinning the wheel, and it had strands or tangles on it. And so when we did the wheel, we either got the strands, in which we did, or the tangles. But we're strands, so.
Okay.
And we've been like that since our first year.
And also the Stranger Tangles, it's like it's like a house divided, and but we're all one unit as salons. So what we do is Miss Taylor has it's like we're competing, and at the end of the year, the salon who has raised the most money, we have a reveal party about it, and we get for the next year we get like bonuses for that.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
And it sounds like the strands, they're overruling right now.
Oh yes, ma'am. We are winning. We are winning it all. We are winning it all.
Well, tell me your name.
Ayana.
Ayana. Okay. We had a little group chat, and I want to ask you a question. May put you on the spot, but you all can chime in. Because of hair now, there are so many different options, and because it's very noticeable with hair breakage, edges, and all of that, all the different chemicals and all the different options now with hair, how can we, as men and women, keep the integrity of our hair? You know, with taking care of the hair.
Well, first, integrity of the hair is, like we were saying earlier, the elasticity, which is the hair's ability to stretch with and return back to its original state. But to prevent that from happening, like breakage and all that, you have to really make sure that you consider the products that you're using and make sure that you don't use as much tension on your hair and manipulation. You want to try to limit styling as much as possible so that you have the hair that you are exceeding for.
Very good.
Yeah, and less heat. Heat break your hair out too.
Oh yes, because me personally, I have had heat damage, and I actually, what people call a big chop is when you cut your straight ends or whatever, your damage off. But just from that experience, it's a hassle to really try to take care of your hair and do things more limited.
Wow. So, because I want to help educate people, you know, because with all the different braids and things, and if you're not careful, some people don't understand that having it too tight, what it does to the hair.
Yes, because when you have it tight, like we were saying earlier, you can get traction alopecia, which is from pulling, from braids, weaves, everything. So you really just want to make sure, even if you do get weaves or braids, make sure you tell your stylist that you don't want your braids too tight, but at least have them as comfortable as possible for your own hair so you're not manipulating it so much.
And if I can interject something.
Yes.
Because I'm a lot older than they are. One of the things that I noticed from being in the hair business 30 plus years is that people are trying to wear styles that were meant for temporary wear. Hair extensions were never meant to be worn permanently. It was for a temporary season. And anytime this generated in Hollywood, they would get extensions for a movie, award ceremony, and they would take it out.
For a night.
We're now trying to wear extensions as if it's permanent hair. And as a result of that, that is why you see more people suffering from alopecia that cannot be reversed. Once you pull the papilla from the bulb prematurely, your hair goes through a life cycle. And when you interrupt that cycle from constant pulling and tension, and the bulb, the papilla detaches itself from the bulb, then the new hair has not had a chance to grow in, and the papilla dies. I see too many African American people who are bald-headed, and that has been done because of ignorance.
Wow.
We have got to learn to maintain the hair that we have. Nobody wants to care for their own hair.
Oh, wait.
No,
I'm come close to her. See, that's why she is called the hair doctor.
I have a relaxer and I have worn bleach in my hair. And if you look on any relaxer container, it says do not use on bleached hair. I don't have a strand of my hair that is missing. Hallelujah. And I relax my hair, and they bleached it for me. They cut it for me. They do everything.
They do everything.
And right, because there is a way that you can maintain your hair and keep your hair on your head. Everybody wants to be natural now because they say the relaxer broke the hair out. No, that's not what happened.
Thank you. Educate us, please, because I'm still relaxed.
Me too. People took advantage of the relaxer process. You had stylists who took advantage of their clients in the relaxing process, relaxing the client's hair every 4 weeks. The hair will tell you when it needs to be relaxed.
Thank you.
Right. And so we're taking chemicals and we're using them in the wrong way. Technique is important. I get on them all the time about what? Overlapping. You can't have a relaxer retouch that's a half an inch worth of new growth and you extend the relaxer 2 inches beyond the new growth. So how can the hair sustain and how can the elasticity stay intact if you're going to constantly do things to erode away that cuticle layer, which then exposes the cortex?
I tell you, this is some good talk regarding the hair.
I'm telling you, people are not maintaining their own hair. I just think that, and I have a challenge now because of the natural craze, getting them to understand chemical processing. I may have 1 or 2 students that even have a relaxer. I mean, and so it's hard for me to teach them about a process that they've never experienced.
And I think a lot of them have jumped on the bandwagon because it seemed like everybody is doing it, but they don't understand why.
Well, everybody wants long hair. And this is what I tell them. If God wanted all of us to have hair down to our butts, then we would have that. Right. And it's not as if what the style that they're wearing is original. It's all the same. Parted in the middle, hanging down long, parted on the side, And so, I tell them they all want to be Weaver Divas. and hey, I'm just telling you, that's the phase. Yes. Because people are loyal to a style, not a stylist. They go where the person can perform the style or the weave technique that they want.
That's right.
So how are you going to make it in the hair business? What's going to be different about you? And so I teach them you need to know how to cut because everybody can't cut. Right.
That's right.
Cut master right here, she cuts my hair.
Oh, and your hair is always on point.
She cuts my hair. Now, it was a challenge now because I can look at her hands and tell that's the wrong angle. Nope, that's not right. And so what's going to be different about you that's different from the average homatologist or kitchen-tician? Right.
Yes.
Right.
Wow. Well, what I always admired about Miss Taylor when I always seen her out in public. Her hair was never out of place. And I'm like, how does she do this?
Not good for me to be a teacher.
I know.
Yeah. I've never come to school and my hair wasn't done. I look like this every morning when I come. And sometime throughout the day, if I get my hair done, my appointment's usually on Tuesday, might be tomorrow. Otherwise, this is what they see every day. I am supposed to be the example of what I want them to become.
Well, I'm going to ask this last question because I've never did color. The reason is because I was always afraid to do color because I've seen what happened to people that did color and they lost their hair.
Right.
So to help people again, because see, I'm not a hair person. I'm pretty basic. I try to just get, but to help someone else to understand with chemicals and coloring, what not to do again.
Well, the first thing is every client is not a candidate for every service.
Ooh.
That is why the client consultation is so important. When I have a client that comes to my salon on the first visit, In all of my 30 plus years of being in the hair business, I have never relaxed or colored or done any chemical service on a client on their first visit.
That's good.
I don't know the hair.
That's right.
I don't know anything about them. And so my initial service for them is going to be something basic. I need to see the hair wet. I need to see if it sheds. I need to see if it's under processed, over processed before I go forward. The second thing is, before I consider any client for a color service, especially if it's permanent color or a bleach service, I only have one client that I bleach other than myself. And that's because she comes every week. And so if anything happens through the hair, I'm going to be able to catch it before it gets there. First thing is, I need to know, what are your hair habits? If you flat iron your hair every day, you're not a candidate for color. Right. If you only shampoo your hair every 2 weeks, you are not a candidate for color. Shampooing your hair twice a month is not going to help to strengthen your hair to be able to support a color service and a relaxer service. Right.
Wow, education is key.
It is.
It is. I mean, that's why.
Well,
You're a hair
most stylists are only interested in styling hair. And I am in the process right now of debating on whether or not I plan to go to trichology school this summer, because I need to turn my salon into a trichology center, because at the rate people are losing their hair now, I need to be the hair doctor with a certificate on the wall. I mean, seriously, because there's a way, there are methods in place where you can liquefy the hair to tell people if they have mineral deficiencies that may be causing their hair loss. There are all types of hair loss, centrifugal alopecia, alopecia areata. You know, there's different types and different causes. And I think a lot of times people are losing their hair and they don't realize that there are solutions to that. There are things that they can do to prevent that. They just hadn't met the right person to tell them how to do it.
And that's what I love about you. You're always honest. Always have been honest. And that is a great practice for you all to take in your future.
Right.
Oh my, because that is.
And it's so funny that you would say that, because I am very honest and I have always been that way. But I think a lot of times in being honest with people, they don't have a heart to receive the truth that's in the honesty that you speak to them.
They want what they want.
And so a lot of times, you know, the same boiling water that softens the potato is the same boiling water that hardens the egg. It's okay when people are always giving us the good. But what about that same person when they have to tell us something bad? You know, and sometimes we X out all of the good that a person may have ever done or said to us when they don't fit in the frame or the context of what we think they should have done. And so that's a challenge that I have. But because I know who I am and I know what I'm here to do, it is just a matter of time, and God works it out. And then they come to their senses and they realize Miss Taylor means me good and not bad.
Oh,
Yes.
well, as you can see, we have gotten hair talk. We've had group chat. We've been educated. We've gotten life skills. We've had a life talk. Man, I tell you, you all, I have been inspired. I have been educated, and I know the community has as well.
Well, we thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of these students. Oh, you know, you guys, your future is amazing. Everybody didn't get this chance that you have.
Tell them again.
Everybody didn't get this.
Yeah.
If you would just hold on to what you have and apply it, because a lot of time people get knowledge, but they want to take in what they want. But apply it.
Right.
You're going to be just destined for success. And please, Miss Taylor has been in this program for it's evident a reason. You've got more than education, and you're going to see all of these techniques as you go forward in your plans in life. Thank y'all so much for sharing, being honest with us, being honest with the community. So when you come here, for those that are watching, you're going to get honest service here, and you need to be educated. I don't want to just pay money for something that looks good. No. I want to be healthy and I want to look good all the days of my life. But education is key. Education. And that right now, and Miss Taylor, as you would know, we're in a time now where everybody wants it so quick.
Of course.
They want it so quick.
Of course.
And it's quick and it is, they're trying to find the easy way, but you need to understand the process of what you're doing.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to end it up in just a minute. Miss Taylor's going to share with us about a beautiful young lady, Miss Upshaw. And you're watching Street Talk with Loretta Rose here at Central High School. We'll be back after this. We have had a great time here at Central High School at Hair Elements. Wow, what a cosmetology program here at Central High School. Wonderful instructor, Mrs. Sophia Taylor. As we get ready to close out, I just wanted her to share with some of the different accomplishments. I see pictures of students and you on the wall.
Yes,
Let us
ma'am.
know about some of that.
Well, this is my wall of fame where I recognize all of the outstanding students in the program. Every year, our career tech department, every program is encouraged to select a student of the year. And so we choose those students based on, of course, their performance in class. And we started this in 2012. And so my very first student of the year was Charles Baker. And Charles is also a licensed cosmetologist. He received his cosmetology license from Central High School. He got his hours from here and actually went to take the licensing exam. His brother finished my program last year, and he is also obtaining his license in cosmetology. He just passed the written, and he's scheduled to take the practical, and I'm sure he'll do well. Keith Baker. And so Charles is actually graduating this Friday from Alabama A&M, and he is graduating magna cum laude, and I am just so proud of him. And so he was my very first student of the year. He was also Skills USA winner for men's hair design. He won second place the first year he competed, and then he went back the next year and he was first place. And so as you see the years progress,
Yes.
I have Raylan Alexander, Alexis Thomas, and these are all of my Skills USA winners. Men's hair design, I think she won for public speaking. My Quiz Bowl team, which we have been number 2 in the state for the last 3 or 4 years. Kayla Vance.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, Central is really,
Yes.
they're on the map.
Kayla Vance, who is the basketball star. KV is an exceptional hair cutter. She also received her hours for licensure last year as well. Ayanna Little, who you just spoke with not too long ago. These were all from last year. And this is the chapter business procedures team. They were number 2 in the state for the last year or two, and this year they placed first.
Awesome.
And so so these
Congratulations.
are my Skills USA winners for this year. We did very, very well. Ayanna Little brought the trophy home again, and Charles was happy she won first place men's hair design. Chapter business, of course, is first place in the state. And Leslie, our salon manager, is a part of the Career Pathway Showcase. And the amazing thing about them, last year they competed and they didn't place at all, but they were inspired by a group of students that had built a salon. And so they came back and they says, Miss Taylor, next year we're going to build a salon. And from the day we got back last year up until last week, they literally spent every waking minute building on this salon. And it paid off. They won first place. They did an awesome job. And this is our Quiz Bowl team from this year. We have 3 new members on this team because the other members were seniors, and so they all graduated, and they placed second this year. So I am so proud of all of them. They did a wonderful job. They represented Central High School and Miss Taylor very well.
Oh, I know you are. Yes. And I tell you, they have been on social media because we're able to keep up with what's going on with your
Yes.
students, and you're always right there with them.
It's a challenge at times, but knowing what God has called you to do makes your job a lot easier. This is a job. Central High School pays my salary, but God determines my income, and so I could never.
Yes, I love talking to her. She refreshes
The
me every
reward,
time.
the reward for being on purpose exceeds money. It exceeds money, and so this is not about coming to get a paycheck.
Yes.
I could be at Main Essentials making a check,
yes.
but this is about being on purpose, and I thank God for knowing my purpose. I thank Him for anointing me to operate in my purpose, and it gets challenging at times. The challenge is real because I'm old enough now to see how things are changing. My big mama used to tell me all the time brings about a change, and it does. I realize that I have been raised in a day and time where manners were expected. There were just certain things that children did and did not do. And now I live in a age where those things are not modeled, those things are not taught. And so I have to learn how to take what I've learned to help make them better, and that is a challenge in this day and time.
Pass it on.
It is, and I don't think people realize the challenge that teachers have. I don't think that society knows what they want us to do. They want us to teach the kids. You want us to parent the kids. You want, there is just an awesome, it's overwhelming expectation of teachers. And I don't think that any of us are appreciated to the degree that we should.
Well,
Teaching is a very difficult job. Yes, it is.
Because it shows through your students as well. You go beyond the call of duty of educating. You
try.
really do, and we appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming.
It has been
to spotlight my kids.
Absolutely, it's been an honor. And to sum it all up today, we're dedicating the show. Ms. Taylor shared with me about a beautiful young lady by the name of Kasia Upshaw, who will always be embedded in the heart of Central High School and the Cosmetology program. Today, the show is dedicated to her. Ms. Taylor had the privilege of teaching her your first year.
My first year teaching, she was one of my students.
One of your students.
Yeah, she was just like the mama of the class, and just a beautiful girl, very talented, very gifted, and she certainly will always have a place in my heart.
Yes, and we want to dedicate the show today in her memory of all the life that she's brought into this program. All the life. And Miss Taylor, just love her so dearly. We will say Miss Upshaw has went on to glory, and but she will always be missed. And just wanted to let everyone know that know her, that to continue to let that life live, because she gave something that will just can carry for a lifetime. And I've never met her personally, but I feel like I know her, this energy. So thank you, Central High School. Thank you, Miss Taylor.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for allowing us to come in and highlight this great program here at Central High School, right here in our community. We don't have to travel far to get this. It's right here. I will encourage you to patronize it, to give these students a chance to show you the gifts that is within them. I'm Loretta Rose. You've been watching this on CTV Beam. We're at Central High School in Phoenix City.